It is really exhilarating to read the Bible through workers' eyes. So this film is designed as a bit of practice to give you confidence as you lead the group to read the Bible in new ways. It should help you with ways to support the group as they discover just how much God has to say about our work through His Word. We can often fear exploring the Bible with a group because we don't feel like we're an expert. You'll find that the Leader's Guide and the app gives you ideas, background and insights to help you with each session. We'd encourage you to approach reading the Bible with a sense of expectation that God will speak to you and to the group through His Word. Reading the Bible with workers' eyes is introduced in session 2 using chapter 2 from the book of Ruth. So we're going to use the same passage and materials there for our practice. For a leader, it's helpful to read on either side of the passage being studied so that you get the context. So here I'd suggest you read the whole book of Ruth. It's a short one. The app has podcasts that will help the group explore and go deeper with the Bible. For now, we should know that the book of Ruth is set in the days when the judges ruled, a time of general moral decline and appalling acts of violence and injustice in Israel. As such, Boaz stands out as an example of an honest farmer committed to living under God's law. Boaz is a light in the middle of darkness. It's helpful to consider what God might be saying to you about your work, your way of working, your co-workers, your workplace through the passage. Is there anything you see as a workplace situation here? An issue, a relationship, a pressure, an encouragement, an idea that has inspired you? In a moment, pause the film and give it a go. Jot down some ideas. Take a bit more time over chapter 2 and see what you discover about one character. I found it helpful to think about Boaz and his qualities as the leader of a family business. So what did you see? What were the themes emerging? Did you get any fresh insight? What characters were involved? Who did you identify with in the story? When I looked at Boaz, I was struck by the way he's ran his business and the values he lived by. He values people. He looks out for those in his field, his workplace. He notices the newcomer. He honours the outsider in Ruth, protects the vulnerable, and cares for the poor. He gives clear direction to his team, how he wants them to behave and the values he wants them to display. He shows generosity to his workers, the people who are working at the margins, as well as his key team. And he's a team player. He sits with his team and he talks with them about what they're doing. And he honours God's laws in work. The Old Testament laws instructs the farmer not to harvest to the edge of his field, so he leaves food for those at the margins. We see people feeling free to glean and not being chased away. I think I'd like to have worked for him. I think I'd like to be that kind of boss. These are only a few of the insights I've had. I'm sure you'll have discovered a whole lot more. We hope you'll find that by reading familiar stories through a different worker's lens, you unearth new things in the Bible, that you'll find God speaking to you in fresh ways, that you'll be able to encourage your group to read the Bible with workers' eyes.